Well, hello, I'm Edmund Bradford. I'm director at the Good Growth Academy. In these short videos, we hope to help give people an understanding of some of the key areas around sustainability. In this little video, we're going to talk about a term that you hear quite a lot when people are talking about sustainability, which is ESG. And to help me with that, I'm delighted to welcome Dr. Pooja Khosla, who's Vice President of Client Development at Intelligent. So good morning to you, Pooja.
Good morning, Edmund.
Welcome to our little video. ESG is something that we hear all the time, and it's a big abbreviation. It's used a lot by a lot of people. Would you like to just give our viewers some background as to what it is and why, if you haven't heard of it, why you should take ESG seriously?
So Edmund, I feel that when we started trading, when we started development, when we started to learn about business, ESG was always there. Because all business, initially, I'm talking about Greeks, I'm talking the era before Industrial Revolution, all business were created for the purpose of value creation. There was always an exchange of value and how value can impact society, how value can improve or develop our state of living, or can add to our current living standards. But after Industrial Revolution, there was a lot of focus on profits. The balance sheet indicators, the financial fact sheet got more attention than the sustainability fact sheet, than the development fact sheet. And there was a switch. Instead of value creation, people started believing in value extraction. And that is what we see was happening earlier. A lot of value extraction. And that is why we have to go through the climate urgency issues, exploitation, labor exploitations issues, lack of governance issues. I believe now it is a time to take a U-turn. It is a time to go back to the original concept, that is value creation, because that is a pathway of sustainability growth. And we have to do it soon, we have to do it fast, we have to make a U-turn today and not wait for tomorrow.
Well, that's very interesting, Pooja. By the way, I think I've spent the last 25 years working with companies and students, trying to help them understand the importance of value. And value is such an important term in marketing, as well as in shareholder value, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that's absolutely very, very good point. And so what does ESG mean, to start with? And where does that fit into value creation?
So ESG means environmental, social, and governance. But it is much broader than the full form of this acronym ESG. ESG is like how actions of a corporations, companies, consumers, investors, all stakeholders impact the broader society. A lot of people confuse ESG with sustainability. But there are two different concepts. Sustainability is the destination that we want to reach by our actions. ESG is a pathway, GPS to this destination.
And by the way, Pooja, you've done a very good article on that whole point, I know, for us. So on that very point, yes, people, please, do read Pooja's article, which is on our Good Growth Academy blog. And so, I mean, you were helpful, I think, in helping me understand this, Pooja. So would you say that ESG is the kind of the measurement of our progress to that destination? Is that what ESG is trying to do?
Absolutely. ESG is how we can measure, how we can look into that, are we on the trajectory that we intend to be on our sustainability goals, to set metrics, to set measurement, to set standardization, to set compliances. And we all know that what can be measured can be managed. So ESG is the first step to manage sustainability.
Absolutely, and I think from my point of view, looking at it, fairly new, I think, in comparison to you, Lisa Pooja, the sustainability area. It seems to me not only has there been an explosion in interest in sustainability, but of course the whole metrics around how you measure sustainability has also exploded, hasn't it? Which is why we hear ESG be mentioned so often, especially by investors, for example.
That is so true, that right now, like especially during the COVID era and the 2 years before that, the interest in sustainability has exponentially increased. To be very honest, I am in this field when this field was called as developmental economists. And then we graduated into fancy acronym ESGs, SDGs, SRI, PRI, and all. But the heart lies in developmental economics, how we can make our economy, business, and finance revolve around real development. And development is very different from growth. Growth can be measured because it's in monetary terms. It's the financial fact sheet. Growth accompanied by contribution and improvement in standard of living, lifestyles, betterment of humanity, betterment of environment, betterment of governance. That is development. So absolutely, we need to look into ESG from a transparency towards development, which is growth. Growth is a part of it.
That's excellent. Thank you, Pooja, and that's been really useful conversation for me as well. We will pick up on this subject of growth in our next video. So hopefully that has helped people understand ESG, why it's important, and how it's different to sustainability. And we'll look at how it relates to good growth in our next video. So thank you, Pooja, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon.
Thanks, Seth. It was a pleasure being here with you today.